Welcome to motoringnorthwest.com with me, Mark Stone, and the latest Land Rover Discovery Sport. The Discovery Sport is the smallest of the Land Rovers, but as you can see, it's not small. The one great thing about the Land Rover Discovery Sport is what it doesn't have, compared to all the other SUVs on the markets, all the other four-wheel drives on the markets, apart from a small spoiler that projects out over the rear screen on the tailgate that improves airflow and protects the rear screen a little bit. It's no spoilers, it's no splitters, it's no air dams, it's no intakes, it's nothing that it doesn't need. Why you need pseudo ground effect on a 4x4, nobody knows. Ground effect doesn't start working till about 100 miles an hour, and nobody's going to be doing that over a field in this. Right, this particular one is the Sport Si4, which means it's got the 2-litre Ingenium petrol engine, developing 240 brake horsepower, 340 newton meters of torque, and mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, which also gives you sport mode and paddles if you need them. You've also got all the various modes. Besides fully automatic four-wheel drive, you've got grass, gravel and snow, you've got mud and ruts, you've got sand, and you've got hill descent, and you've got eco mode, which, when I tried it, and I've tried it on a few occasions, the only thing it seems to do is dull the performance. Doesn't seem to have any effect on the MPG. As I said, 2-litre petrol engine. This is the way we're all going, regrettably, due to the demonisation of the diesel engine. The best I've achieved is 29 to the gallon, which according to Land Rover is roughly what I should be getting out of it, which means you'll get roughly about 340 miles thereabouts from every 69-litre tank of unleaded. Right, the vehicle itself, LED lights all round, 4 big doors, full-size tailgate, inside extremely comfortable. It's well made. Everything in it is designed to last. At the end of the day, it's a Land Rover, and if it's got that green oval on the front, it is there to perform a job of work. Yes, it's a family car, it's a daily drive, you can get an enormous amount of luggage in it with the seats up, and it seats 7. With the seats up, you've got 981 litres of cargo. With all the seats down, apart from those in the front of course, you've got 1,698 litres of cargo space. It's a working vehicle. Equally, it's on 18-inch alloys with 235/60 tyres on it. It's got decent sidewalls, which adds to the comfort of the ride and is all part and parcel of its being able to go off-road. The other thing about the off-road systems are the suspension. The suspension is a nice compromise between very comfortable on-road, but plenty of, shall we say, movement on-road. When you're actually getting it off-road, you have a 600mm wading depth. You have 211 metres ground clearance. Approach angle just over 23 degrees, departure angle 31 degrees, and a 20-degree breakover. That's when you're going over something humpy before it starts to catch. I've had these off-road, I've had this up a couple of rough tracks, I've had them off-road before. They are very capable off-roaders. They live up to the badge. As I said, well made. This particular one, if you want it, is $38,095 entry price. They're $30,000 to start with the Discovery Sports, but you don't get a great deal for that. You will want to add a few toys and everything else. This particular one, with all the bits and pieces, is £38,095. The list of standard is very, very impressive for what is an SE. This is nowhere near the top specification vehicle. You've got a lot of things as standard. You will probably want to add 1 or 2 bits and pieces and 1 or 2 toys. Sat-nav isn't standard. The automatic lights aren't standard. The tow hitch isn't standard. The tow hitch operates actually from the central touchscreen. It's a nice motor, but 2 litre petrol, 29 to the gallon. There's nothing wrong with it. It goes well. There's more than enough power, but no matter how I tried, can't improve on 29 to the gallon. So whilst they are available, and you want a proper SUV, a proper 4-wheel drive that's easy to drive and easy to operate off-road, as it's as easy off-road as it is on-road. Only thing you need to do is use some common sense when you're going across uncharted territory. But whilst they are available, personally, I would go for diesel. It is still a more appropriate engine for a vehicle of this type. And the Ingenium 2 litre diesel engine that are fitted to these vehicles is an absolutely fantastic engine. I cannot criticise the Ingenium diesel engine. I think it's a fantastic piece of engineering, very, very efficient. But it's up to you if you do a lot of local motoring and you don't mind the sacrifice of fuel economy. The 2 litre petrol engine is maybe the way to go for you. Go and have a try, go and have a look at one, test the pair. But for me, it's still a great motor, whatever engine it's got under the bonnet. Land Rover have built a reputation. Whether it's well deserved these days or not, at times is open to debate. But for it to have that green badge on the front, they have to have inherent ability, and the Discovery Sport has the inherent ability. Thanks very much for joining me, Mark Stone, on motoringnorthwest.com. Watch the video, which will go up with the written review, and you can also tune in to Backseat Driver Radio Show, Drystone Radio 103.5 FM. Until next time, thanks very much.